Phosphor Dot fans, Earl at thelogbook.com, right back where we left off, surviving Mars. We have survived our big mystery storyline. We are doing some personnel rotation as best we can because we just had a brutal cold snap that someone didn't survive, and now it looks like someone else is having a sanity breakdown. Despite me researching some social elements of the tech tree rather than purely technological, still a fairly small colony. We currently are researching the Mohole. The Mohole is... I don't want to say it's, a win condition of the game, but once you have that, you are definitely on your way to your colony survival being a lot easier. A lot easier. Our rocket has arrived. There will be, I think, one or two tourists aboard this one. What was that?
Funding received.
Oh, good.
Colonists have arrived.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people leaving. We had power loss during the last cold snap. We need to work on that. Admittedly, we need to work on that. Okay, we had no tourists arrive. We had one tourist already here. So we are going to wait for them to leave before we go making any big moves about building anything else. Right now, the only... Dust storm approaching. Great. Best way to chase down a cold wave is with a dust storm that screws things up just as much in a slightly different direction. Who is this? Oh, we have a genius, a vegan, nerdy genius among us. Good person to have on Mars, quite frankly. We've got dust devils. We have all sorts of mayhem happening on this planet. But with the Dredger storyline over, any further issues will be kind of incidental. And it will really be down to how well am I able to manage them. As much as I try to not wholesale destroy natural features of the planet, some of this is going to come down. So we have more room for future projects. You have to have flat, level land to build out on, and this little gorge we've got going on here is going to be a problem. Huh. Well, there's probably no reaching that now. Unfortunate. Oh, we've got a... Got a dead rover down there. Well, that's gonna mess things up just a bit. That building has been turned off because it's empty. Sometimes I have to refresh my memory on this. And what's going on over here? No deposits. Oh my. When did that happen? Okay, so that water deposit, we used the whole thing. And great thing to find out just as we were going into a dust storm. We're low on water. Excellent. Outstanding. Okay, so they are actually completing that. Good to know, good to know. I always try to set aside part of any given map as more or less the industrial area of the colony, and maybe have it at a little bit of a remove so it's not what everyone sees when they look out the window, maybe? Alright, our friend here is making some headway. Chewing through all that waste rock and turning it into building material. That's good. I don't know that we're going to be able to get to that guy, so I'm just going to cause him to explode. So sorry, little friend. Yeah, and apparently he was one of the drones assigned to that drone hub. Oops. Well, that's gonna be a project. Go ahead and get everybody on that. All little robotic hands on deck, shall we say. No one actually seems to be able to work on it. Okay, so something is making that an impossible request to fulfill. Okay. Our tourist is getting on the rocket to leave, but he will have to wait almost a full Martian day to depart due to the dust storm. Anybody want to come to Mars? Oh, 30 people. No, launch anyway, because I'm sure we're going to have some people leave. Let's outsource the research some more. Okay, so explaining the mohole, because it's basically a gigantic automated mining operation. It pulls up huge amounts of metal and rare metals from beneath the surface. You can only build one. It is classified as a wonder. See here under the star, this is where you find your wonder structures that you can build. The excavator, that is kind of like the mohole except for concrete, where the mohole pulls up metals and rare metals. The excavator pulls up gigantic amounts of concrete. It also takes gigantic amounts of metals and existing concrete to build. And we are having to be very judicious with our concrete usage right now because of the mohole. Not the mohole, but because we are reduced to relying on waste rock for that. Dust storm is almost over. We seem to get through this fairly well. I was thinking about putting the mohole somewhere over here, but that may or may not happen. We have used about half of that water deposit and almost half of that one. So it is imperative that we get to the deep water extraction technology soon in our research tree. Alright, here come our 30 people. Oh, we do need to build... Do we need to build new dwellings, or are we going to have some people leave?
New colonists have arrived.
Okay, some people are leaving. That balanced out okay. And a couple of the people who have just arrived are tourists. Oh, no, we do need to build more dwellings. We do need to build more dwellings. Alright. On it.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Well, that didn't take long. Another satisfied customer. Okay, our other rocket is on the way back to Earth. It's over halfway there. I think I may do something slightly desperate. We have
shower incoming.
A meteor storm incoming. Awesome. Thanks to our dissecting the big dredger, we have the excavator technology, which will solve all of our concrete problems for the game. even if it means ordering a rocket or two worth of pieces and parts from Earth, I say we do it. I say we do it.
Funding received.
We just got funding, so we can order that huge number of machine parts. You know what? We're going to send this rocket back. It's taking back rare metals, so that will bring in more funding. We can turn around and buy more machine parts. And if we have to import the last little bit of concrete from Earth, let's build a wonder. See how big that thing is? It's almost as big as a dome. Let's do it. I say let's do it. Where can I shoehorn it in? We're going to put it over here. And this will... Alright, we got our extra apartments built. No one's homeless. Everyone get happy. Good grief. I don't know what to do to make these people happy except build a bar right between their apartments. Reminds me of the place I lived in my 20s. I lived in an apartment on the second floor of a building that was technically in the business district, and so half of my apartment was on the second floor over a blues bar. That was an experience. More on that another time, and I do mean more on, because who would think that is a good idea? The extractor, is anyone actually working on building this, or is it out of... It's not out of everyone's range. But it's not exactly getting built, is it? Interesting. There we go. There we go. Oh, no, no. We are all standing stock still and doing absolutely nothing.
Funding received.
Alright, there is our funding.
Colonists are departing.
Colonists are departing already. Nice knowing you. We're going to need more polymers, so I'm going to... split this next cargo rocket between machine parts and polymers. Yeah, so no one's going to build this, are they?
There are Earthsick colonists.
InfoWars? Oh, great. Alex Jones is on Mars. That's all we need. An unknown rival is streaming propaganda videos at us. Videos aimed at inciting discord between several classes of colonists. Oh, okay, so we have to decide who we're going to honk off here. Are we going to agitate the workers in the factories and the extractors? Or are we going to honk off our scientists and our medics? We're going to honk off the scientists and medics. I'm sorry, I need stuff built here, and it's not happening, and I don't know why.
Research complete.
We've completed the research on the mohole. I mean, we can start doing some really cool stuff here. We need to soon as we are done researching deep water extraction, automated storage is about to become a necessity. If I can convince anyone to build this excavator, what is up with that? I haven't got a clue. Maybe you do? Seems like a good place to pause and think about it.